Samsung won't stop. We have the brand new Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, and we are gonna see how do they compare to Apple's AirPods Pro. The previous ones were remarkably good, and these ones should be a lot better. They increased the price to $230, but that compares to $250 on the AirPods. Of course, through Amazon, you can buy them for $180 now, and with these, you'll also be able to get a discount soon, so we'll leave the links down in the video description. Let's get this bad boy opened up, and not only are we gonna compare the design, the convenience, the sound quality, active noise cancellation, but also the ambient mode, which has lacked in the past. Samsung said that they made these 15% smaller. Now the case seems similar, but these definitely are small. With that, the AirPods still seem smaller, but of course it's a completely different design, and I can't wait to see how flush this is in my ear, which is a downside with the AirPods. Now, as far as the cases, Apple's definitely still has them beat because of how thin it is. It's less noticeable in the pocket. Samsung's is smaller overall, but it is a little bit more bulky or noticeable. As far as battery life, Samsung has Apple beat in every single way, including now with faster charging in 5 minutes. And with that, the same thing goes for waterproofing. These things are now IPX7 rated, meaning you could submerge them in 3 feet of water for up to 30 minutes, which is crazy compared to the AirPods with IPX4, meaning they're just sweat and maybe rain resistant. I gotta be honest, these AirPods are getting old. I can't believe Apple hasn't updated them yet. Hopefully they will soon, because these Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, these things actually have Bluetooth 5.3 and they support 24-bit lossless sound when connected to a Samsung phone that's new. That's why I have this S22 Ultra ready. Enough with the talking, let's go ahead and pop these into my ear. All right. They feel very, very lightweight. I don't know about what the weight officially is and how much they lowered it. They don't really stick out too far. I think they made it stick out less than before. Of course, the AirPods have those stems that do stick all the way down. These things also have a pressure release vent, so when I put it in, it releases the pressure to get rid of that plugged feeling, and it does work really well. Apple brought that out and kind of innovated with the AirPods, and that was a big selling feature. So now, let me go ahead and pull one of these out, pop one of these in, and let's compare the comfort. I gotta be honest, the AirPods do feel better because the only part that really makes pressure is the little rubber seal that goes into your ear, and that's super soft. Whereas with the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, I do feel the whole casing in my ear, touching my ear. And now let's test out the active noise cancellation. Samsung says that it's 40% better, so I wanna hear it. I went ahead and connected it, made sure the software is on the latest version, and swapped out the ear tips for the best fit. Let me start out with the AirPods since I've used these a ton. All right, active noise cancellation kicks in. That vent sound is almost all the way gone. A little bit of highs left over. Vadim, go ahead and say something.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good, it's going good. You still have some highs in your voice, but a lot of that low end went away, even my voice.
Yeah.
All right, let's take these out. Let's pop in the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. Moment of truth, let's hit the active noise cancellation button. All right, that was quick switching over. Yeah, I mean, Vadim, go ahead and say something.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good, are you talking any louder than you did before?
Same thing, I think, yeah.
Same? All right. Well, I have a proper seal. That vent above us, I hear more of the high end. It seems like maybe a little bit more of my low end of my voice went away, and even Vadim talking, but I still hear you louder than I did with the AirPods. Let's try these ones again. Vadim, say something.
Hey, how do I sound?
Yeah, that is what I'm hearing. Now, to my ears, yes, I hear more of the low end with these, but the Samsungs, you get more of the high end sound, and volume in general still sounds a little bit louder, which is interesting. Now let's compare the ambient sound or transparency mode, in what better way than with their new feature, Voice Detect. So if you have this enabled, as soon as I start talking, it should switch over, which it did. Vadim, go ahead and say something.
Hey.
So you're tired of saying hey.
Okay, I'll change it up.
You sound pretty natural. Your
Right,
voice
yeah.
doesn't sound high in any way.
Do I sound like a robot?
No, you sound excellent. Now, the weird thing is that annoying vent, once again, it sounds louder than in real life.
Really?
And a little bit higher pitch.
Oh, wow.
And my voice, also that low end is kind of not there as much as we have in real life. But in general, that is surprising. They've definitely improved this, and I want to test out the microphone as well. And now time for the kings in this area. I wish I had the auto mode to switch, but I switched it myself with the controls. Vadim, say something?
Do I sound natural this time?
Yes. You sounded natural before too, but you sound extremely close to normal. Let me go ahead and switch this again. Honestly, these cannot be beat. I put it in, the transparency mode kicks in, and then everything sounds just like it did, or extremely close to when I had nothing in at all. These things cannot be beat in that area. And now let's compare the microphones. This is the microphone quality of Apple's AirPods Pro in a normal room that does have some AC noise. And this is the microphone of Samsung's Galaxy Buds 2 Pro in the same kind of room. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments section which one sounds better to you. And now let's finally get to the sound quality, which is where I have really high expectations for the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. I have a few different songs we're gonna listen. You guys can hear the songs for myself, so then after when I describe what I heard, you guys know what I'm talking about. And let's start out with the AirPods and this first song, which is a mix of kind of pop electronic. All right, guys. Well, if you love bass, these things deliver, and they won't shut off because they're touch sensitive instead of the stems. The highs were a little bit too crisp for me, and of course we can go into the app and then we can swap that. So I'm gonna go ahead and tone that down just a bit. But for music like this, where that bass really helps, these things definitely sound better than the AirPods Pro. The previous ones did as well. They've updated and made it better, and they do a great job. This next one is a modern take on a classical song with a lot of different changes. Some headphones or earbuds will kind of distort in a certain area. So let's go ahead and take a listen. All right, guys. These things, after that tweak, sounded fantastic. First thing, these are like subwoofers in your ears. I mean, they have like the dual driver kind of set up, and they're the two-way drivers, a ton of bass. Some of you guys are gonna wanna turn that down. With that, when there was a little sweep kind of across both ears over the stereo, the AirPods, they do have like a wider kind of sound stage compared to the Samsungs. But with that, there's one part where there's a lot of stuff changing, and it actually sounded better and cleaner on these Galaxy Buds. So I'm thoroughly impressed. Volume is great. Vadim, how does the sound leakage compare? You're sitting over there like 8 feet away.
So for the AirPods Pro, I could barely hear them at the beginning, and then I could hear just a little bit of the instruments, like that snare, whatever that is. But with the Galaxy Buds, I could basically hear the entire song. Everything.
Well, these vents are huge and they work, and these are loud, but if you don't want people hearing your music, the AirPods are a lot better for that. Yeah, these things, Vadim, you're hearing everything. Well, now let's switch to our last song. And for the last song, we have this rock track, which has so many different instruments and layers, makes it quite difficult and really makes good headphones and earbuds stand out from bad ones. So let's go ahead and jump in. Wow, okay. Well, that's why I say that that is a hard test, because let me tell you, at first, both of them sound good, where we have those vocals in the beginning, but as soon as everything drops and you have all those instruments, the difference is substantial. The AirPods with a single driver that's been out for a while, it just gets muddy. All that kind of mixes together, the vocals, the instruments, the synthesizer kind of in the background, whereas here, not only do you have a lot more bass, that it's not only the amount of bass, but it's very full. The vocals still stand good, the synthesizer, the drums, the guitars, you hear all those different layers, and it is much, much nicer to listen to than the AirPods. So as far as audio quality, definitely the Samsungs have the win. If you care about music and the sound quality, these things are top notch, and I really hope that Apple updates these and makes them dual drivers so they can do a good job as well. They definitely need to. So overall, which one is better? Well, I like that the AirPods seal everything in. There's not much sound leakage. That is definitely probably my biggest disappointment with the Galaxy Buds. But overall, Samsung has done such a killer job updating these, making them better, adding the pressure vents, making them smaller and lighter. They're killing it. They're absolutely killing it. So if you care about the sound quality and some of the other features, you cannot go wrong with these. And as far as the AirPods Pro, I mean, at this time, I would probably say wait if you can for an update, because these things, they definitely need it. So there you guys go. You guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. We have links to both. Click that circle above to subscribe and check out one of those great videos right over there. This has been Max with Max Tech, and I will see you in the next video.